When Christians get to heaven, do they lose their earthly name? I mean, it seems that way when you look in Revelation chapter 2 and verse 17, and Jesus says, to the overcomer, that's another name for a Christian, to the overcomer, I will give a new name known only to the recipient. Well, does that mean we lose our old name, our earthly name? Well, when we take a look in Luke chapter 10 and verse 20, it tends to tell us, no, that's not going to happen. Here's why. When the disciples come back and they're very, very overjoyed by the wonderful things that are happening in the ministry, Jesus says you can rejoice even more so because your names are recorded in heaven. Then think of Matthew chapter 8 and verse 11, and Jesus is telling the believers, in the kingdom you'll sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Well, those are their earthly names. And then think of Matthew chapter 17. When we see the Mount of Transfiguration, Jesus brings down two from God's kingdom to stand alongside him. Moses, who had been gone for 1,400 years, and Elijah, who had been gone for 900, were standing next to him. Peter recognizes them and calls them by name. And that's heavenly knowledge because Peter never met them before in this life, and they're still being called by their earthly name. So it seems we don't lose our identification. It seems as if it's an addition to our name. But here's something most fascinating. When you take a look at the scriptures and you look over in Revelation chapter 3 and verse 12, the overcomer, the believer, is told this, you will receive my new name, says Jesus. What is that? And there's the great mystery. There is some fantastic, wonderful aspect of Jesus that will be added on to the names of the believer, going around and further glorifying the Lord. A wonderful promise, a mysterious promise, but we're still going to keep our identity in heaven, Christian.